Well, that was a really fun game. The Bears had a really good game plan today, and they really did a good job against this Packers defense, which has been one of the best run defenses in the entire NFL. The Bears' interior offensive line has been tremendously improved from last year. I mean, they're creating holes for both Swift and Mungai that I didn't see the past couple years with either Caleb Williams or Justin Fields. You got to give a credit to the front office for improving this offensive line and Ben Johnson's play calling as well. He had an insane play. It didn't go for much, but it was a fake handoff, bootleg, like shovel pass. And like his schemes are just so good, and his ability to draw up plays. And that play at the very end, I don't think that was the wrong call. I think Caleb just was off his foot a little bit and just didn't have enough zip, which led to the interception instead of the touchdown to Komet. But I didn't think that was a bad play at all. I understand going for the run on that 4th and 1. Your run game has been really good, and the Packers defense has been tired. You scored 3 straight touchdowns after the second half started. But I don't think it's necessarily a bad play call. But I got to give Ben Johnson a lot of credit. I mean, he's found a way to stay close in all these games and win these games and be very competitive, even though Caleb Williams still struggling a little bit with his inconsistencies. I just wish Caleb Williams would not roll outside the pocket as much. That's still been an issue with him this year as it was last year. I mean, there are just some times where he's rolling out when there are guys in the middle of the field he might have a potential shot at throwing towards, that he just removes his ability to do that because he's out by the sideline instead of being in the middle of the field. I get that's one of his best strengths is his ability to create outside of the pocket and be an improviser. You don't want to necessarily get rid of that, but when he's doing it at this rate that he is, I mean, he's taking hits that he doesn't need to take, and he's just not making throws that he can make or not making the right decisions. And obviously, with that interception, that was not one of the issues, I think. I just think he could have just thrown that a little better. But for the Packers, Jordan Love had a really good game besides that interception. That was a really bad interception. The safety CJ Gardner-Johnson just was not going to drop that. He just threw it right at him. I don't know what he was seeing when he threw that ball, but besides that, he had a really good game. I thought Josh Jacobs had one of his best games of the year, and I thought the running attack for them was really good today. I thought they need the running game a little more than usual today, just with the weather. Throwing the football sometimes could be tough. And if the Packers can continue a more consistent run game, I mean, Jordan Love's going to play like this, where he's going to throw 2 or 3 touchdowns. And he had a big throw to Musgrave, but it unfortunately didn't count because he dropped the ball. But it was an impressive throw on the cross route. And I thought he had showed a really good arm talent today. And Jordan Love last week had a lot of key moments with his arm as well. And if this is the Jordan Love we're going to get week in and week out, the Packers are definitely one of the best teams in the NFL. Their defense today was a little worse than normal. They, like I said, they were struggling against the run a lot. And Micah Parsons, I didn't notice this in previous games, but I noticed him being in and out of the rotations today. I'm not sure if he's that in and out as normal. It just felt like more than usual, which I guess is understandable just with the cold weather and stuff. But, I mean, they were great in the secondary. They did a really good job neutralizing the passing attack for most of the game. But, I mean, Caleb Williams still had some really good throws. And I think in the future, one thing I would like this Bears offense to do more is to focus on throwing to, the tight ends. I think that's when Caleb Williams is at his best. I saw a lot of his best plays today when he was getting involved with Loveland, when Loveland was either in the slot or on the outside. I thought that was, the best I've seen Caleb play and the best decision-making. I think Ben Johnson is already kind of doing what we saw last year with Detroit, where he has 2 really solid running backs in Mungai and Swift, and having a couple good pass-catching tight ends that can block as well. It's a very similar offense. I just think Caleb needs to stay in the pocket more, climb through the pocket, go through the routes that the receivers are running, and just make decisions more in the pocket and go outside when it's really needed if he's getting pressured too much. I think just still my biggest problem with Caleb is the erraticness of his play, of running around too much, because it hasn't led to a lot of success. There's been a lot of inconsistencies. I mean, he's been throwing around 50%, 60, low 60% throughout the season, and that does need to change. And I think if Chicago wants to take that next step, that will need to be changed. But I think with Chicago overall, I'm still very impressed. I mean, this secondary, this linebacking core is still very injured, and they kept it very competitive with the Packers, and they really impressed me this week. And last week, too, they impressed me beating that Philadelphia Eagles team, and they ran all over that defense, too, man. This interior offensive line, this run game, the Bears are a legit team, and if they can win out the rest of their season, they're going to make the playoffs, and they still have a shot at the division. They play Green Bay, I believe, in 2 weeks, and they can win that next game. I think that could be very likely. I mean, the Bears very much impressed me today, and it was such a great game. I mean, what a good Sunday slate so far. Been a couple other good games too. Bills-Bengals was crazy. I mean, what the heck was that? Like Joe Burrow throwing 2 straight interceptions, 21-point swing led to the Bills winning. I mean, what a crazy Sunday. And now we got the Chiefs versus Texans coming up. Should be a good game too. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe for more football content. Peace.